going on, everybody? Welcome to the channel. So good to have you here. So, here it is, my non-spoiler review for the movie Twisters that I watched earlier today. But before we dive into that, give you the quick synopsis. So the movie stars Daisy Edgar Jones as she's her character's name is Kate Cooper, a former storm chaser hunted by a devastating encounter with a tornado during her college years, who now studies storms patterns on screen safely in New York City. She's lured back to the open plains by her friend Javi, who is played by Anthony Ramos, to test groundbreaking new tracking system. There she crosses paths with Tyler Owens, who is played by Glenn Powell, the charming and reckless social media superstar who thrives on posting his storm chasing adventures with his raucous crew. The more dangerous, the better. Um, so yeah, that's pretty much that's actually a pretty good description of what the movie's about. Um, so far, sitting at a 78% on Rotten Tomatoes with a 92% audience score, and I dug it. So let me start with what I liked. And again, this is non-spoiler. I like the characters. Glenn Powell was awesome. Um, I liked the character Daisy Edgar Jones plays as Kate Cooper. Um, I like the David Cornsett Sweat is in this as well, the new Superman. Um, I liked Javi Anthony Ramos played. So the characters were good. I like that the tornadoes are front and center for this film. Um, and I like that it was its own movie, meaning they don't rely on the movie Twister at all. Yes, for those who saw Twister, you'll see some things that are familiar to you. But overall, this is not like a rehashing of the first film, which I really appreciated. And it's funny because when it starts, it kind of sort of feels that way. But then as the characters' motivations and things are come out, you realize, oh, okay, yeah, this is its own movie for sure. The tornado special effects is phenomenal. I mean, I think Twisters came out in '96. Twister came out in '96, and that was awesome back then. But what they do with the tornadoes is great. There's lots of action in this film. You actually care about these characters. Um, there's enough time spent with the characters where you develop a relationship and you care for them. And so when they are in trouble, you feel it. And that's awesome. I think they did a really good job of making sure that you're in it and that you care and that you hope for the best for everyone involved. Um, I thought they added more science to this, like the better ways of describing how tornadoes work and so on and so forth. There was a little more of that in this one than the first one, and I really enjoyed that. Um, yeah, this was a solid film. I don't think it really dragged at all. I thought the pace was good. And again, I really appreciated that they didn't rely on the first movie. It is its own film. There is a moment that is from the first movie, but nothing that carries on throughout the entire film. But there is a shout out. There's a moment in the film that is from the first movie, but you didn't have to see the first movie to see this movie at all. And I actually really appreciated it. I'm glad it's not some the children of the first film have come back to chase more tornadoes or something silly like that, right? Um, yeah, so I dug it. Um, on a scale of 1 to 5, 1 being miss this film is trash, 5 being this is a must see, I'll give it a 4. I really enjoyed it. And and it by the way, I saw it in Dolby Theater, and that might be why I enjoyed it so much because you feel it. Uh are there some moments that were only okay to me. Yeah, they were. There were. It's definitely not a perfect film by no means, but it was enjoyable. Definitely go see it in theaters and go see it in Dolby because you really feel it. Um, yeah, I give it a 4. It was good. This was a good movie. It was a good time at the theaters. I really enjoyed it. I really appreciate what they did and that it stands on its own and it's not a rehashing of the first film with new characters, which is what I thought it was going to be when I saw the very first trailer, the very first one. I was like, is this just going to be Twister with new people? But it really isn't. It is not. It is its own movie. So check it out. If you haven't seen it, if you've seen it already, tell me what you thought about it in the comments. Try not to spoil it though. And if you plan on seeing it, let me know as well. Thanks so much for watching. Do me a favor. If you like the content, don't forget to click that like button and subscribe. And hit that little alarm button as well so you can get alerted whenever I post new content. And also, do me a favor, share with other people who you think would like this content as well. We have a big goal of 1,000 subscribers we're trying to get to, and we need your help. Appreciate it. Till the next one. Peace.